Live music in Salt Lake City is like one of my favorite topics because Salt Lake City has a lot going on. You'd be surprised. We really do have quite a bit going on. There's some really fun opportunities for live music, bands, symphony, all sorts of different kinds of music. So one of the most popular, well-known venues for live music in Salt Lake City is the Depot. It's right in the heart of the city, and it used to be part of the train station, the Union train station, and it's now been converted into a music venue with a capacity of about 1,200 people. And the Depot hosts a huge range of musical acts, from you've got local indie bands to renowned international artists. I mean, you can see some huge names there, and also your best friend, their band from the city, from the local city. So it's pretty cool to be able to have that like huge variety of music there. Obviously, there are going to be bars and clubs in Salt Lake City that also offer a variety of live music options. We've got Urban Lounge, Kilby Court, and the State Room are just a few examples of a few smaller, more intimate settings for live music. And that's definitely going to be kind of the more local scene. Those venues typically feature up-and-coming artists and local bands, and providing a unique, authentic experience for music fans. If you're really into the scene and you just love to spend your nights out at live shows, those are probably going to be some of your favorite spots. And don't get me wrong, there are dozens others, but they are spread out through all of the city. And those three are kind of just like more downtown, I would say. But this is just a great little primer, okay? So the next place, I love this place so much. I think maybe I'm just in my 40s, and so I'm just getting like a little bit slower, and I just love the pace of it. But Red Butte Garden Amphitheater is, I just live for it. It's so beautiful. You're kind of up in the hills a little bit, so it's like, I mean, it's not like way cooler, but it's a little bit cooler because you're kind of in the foothills of like a little canyon pass, and so some gusts of air are blowing through there, and it's so lovely. You get to take your own food and drink in there. You can take basically anything you want in there as far as food and drink goes. It's an outdoor venue. It's situated in a beautiful botanical garden at the base of the Wasatch Mountains, and they also host shows ranging from indie and folk to country and rock. I've seen Willie Nelson there, Andrew Bird, all sorts of jazz there, just anything you could possibly think of, you can see at Red Butte. They have that scenic backdrop and a capacity of about 3,000. So Red Butte Garden Amphitheater is absolutely a must visit for live music enthusiasts, especially in the summer. I mean, obviously it's mostly in the summer, but it captures the feeling of the summer in Salt Lake for me just perfectly. It's so much fun to connect with your friends there, take a blanket, a little picnic, some food. It's the best. If you're looking for a more classical or kind of a elegant, refined experience, symphonic experience even, you've got the Salt Lake City Symphony is a world-renowned professional orchestra that performs at Abravanel Hall. And Abravanel Hall is a stunning concert venue known for its exceptional acoustics, and it's considered one of the best in the country. It regularly hosts concerts featuring a wide range of classical jazz and contemporary music. I've seen Yo-Yo Ma there. It's a really beautiful spot. It is downtown. It takes a little bit more effort to get there because driving around downtown is just a little bit slower, but it's not, compared to like a real big city like Los Angeles or New York, it's nothing. It's nothing at all. The annual Summer Music Festival, the Twilight Concert Series, is also a highlight for live music in Salt Lake City, and you definitely have to check that out at least once or twice. It tends to be pretty big. It used to be held at the Gallivan Center, which is a really great spot too, but now it's over at the historic Pioneer Park because that can fit so many more people, and it's huge. It's a festival that features a really diverse lineup of national and local acts across multiple genres. You've got hip hop, indie, electronic music, anything you could, the cool stuff of today and maybe a couple bands from, the last decade or two. I would say it's kind of more contemporary music. It's going to be lots of people in their 20s and up, of course, but it's cool. It's like the cool thing to do, and it's so fun. It's a really good time over there. You've got Caputo's right across the street, and some Carlucci's is really good. Desserts and stuff. It's a great spot. Go check it out. So in addition to those established music venues, you've got some other spaces that are unique, and they're going to be events where live music you can find, and that's going to be maybe like Freemasons Grand Temple. And I'll admit, I personally have never been into the Freemasons Grand Temple, but it's over on that corner of 7th East and South Temple, and I don't know, it looks pretty cool. I'm really curious what goes on in there, because it's like this huge building that looks like the Capitol. It's got that like sort of Greek or Roman feeling to it, and it's pretty cool. So you can find some music there. You can find music at the Great Saltaire on the shores of the Great Salt Lake, and that's a fun place to go see shows too, because it's kind of like out in it's by Great Salt Lake, so you got the flats like all around you, and it feels like you're in like a different world, because you get to be immersed in the heart of the desert that is Salt Lake City. So that's a really fun spot to go see shows. And then you also have Utah State Fairgrounds, and that's going to host concerts and music events throughout the year. They've got just a bunch of different things. They've got, music and also festivals and stuff like that. So that's a great spot to check out throughout the year. You can always find something to do there. And if you want more intimate, authentic musical experiences, you can check out the local music scene in Salt Lake City's various neighborhoods. You've got Sugar House, you've got Liberty Wells, and there are plenty of like little indie magazines to help guide you on that. We've got City Weekly, we've got Slug, and that's going to be chock full of all of the different shows all around town. And these areas they're home to small local bars and coffee shops that feature live music from local bands and artists. You can find just little spots around town, that like little bars or whatever, that's going to have like live jazz, that kind of thing. So it's pretty cool. University of Utah, that comes to mind too. Their campus has a variety of different opportunities for live music and venues like Kingsbury Hall, Eccles Theater. They host regular concerts and performances by well-known artists and touring bands. There are a couple of festivals at the University of Utah on their campus every year, and that's a pretty great spot too, because it's also tucked up in the hills like Red Butte, because it's pretty close to Red Butte, and it's just fun because you have like a huge variety of people from all over Salt Lake and the broader Utah area. Young people, older people, just everyone. It's cool. Lastly, lots of outdoor events and festivals like the Utah Arts Festival and the Downtown Farmers Market. They're going to feature live music as part of their programming, providing even more opportunities for locals and visitors to experience the city's vibrant music scene. So overall, Salt Lake City has a lot going on. There's so much to do. It offers a really diverse, dynamic live music scene with a range of venues and events catering to different musical tastes and just whatever floats your boat. You can find it somewhere in Salt Lake. And maybe you're headed out to a little bit past Sugar House to find some of these things. But generally speaking, if you have a taste for it, you can find it here. If it's a historic theater, an outdoor amphitheater, or a local bar, there's just endless options for experiencing live music in this thriving city that is growing and expanding all the time, and there's new influences and different things to check out all the time. If you have any questions about that and you want me to help guide you into living near some of these places that might be most appealing to you, I would be so happy to answer your questions. Reach out. We'll get you on the path, and we'll get you right where you need to be.